Hey now, what's up betanews.com readers and YouTube viewers? Brian Fagioli here with an unboxing. And today I have something really cool, as always. Once again, I have my little Nexus guy with me. And he's with me because I'm unboxing a Nexus device. Is it a Nexus smartphone? It is not. Is it a Nexus tablet? It is not. Well, what the heck is it then? Well, my friends, it is the Nexus Player. So what is the Nexus Player? It is a streaming box, or, well, it's round, but it's a streaming box for your TV that runs Android Lollipop, and it allows you to view videos and listen to music and do all kinds of cool stuff on your TV. It also has access to the Android Play Store, so you can play games on it and stuff, but we'll get to that later as well. The first thing I'm going to do is take off this little sleeve here, and we have the letter P. Now, the Nexus 6 packaging and the Nexus 9 packaging had a 6 and a 9, so here we have a P for player. Let's see. Box here. Around the box is empty. It's a white box. I'm going to avoid saying Apple-esque because it's not. It's just, you know, Apple doesn't have the copyright on white. It's a white box, so we're gonna take that off. Woo! Now I've actually heard. Well, I'm gonna put this aside for now. I'll tell you that story after. So let's see what's in the box here. All right. The first thing is Nexus. So it says. So it hooks up by HDMI, showing you how to do that. Plug it into the wall, and it shows you how to use the remote. So you can go to support.google.com/Nexus if you have any questions. Cool. That seems pretty easy. So we're going to take the top off. Inside, you see inside there, is a remote that's actually hard to get out for some reason. This box is badly designed because there's a lip here to put your finger in, but then if you look on the inside, there's a piece of cardboard there, so you really can't get your finger in on the... I'll push down and pull. There we go. And we have the remote control. Now what's cool, let's open this up, about this remote, is, you know, it has, you know, forward and play and pause, and you can navigate and you can click. But if you see here, it has a microphone, which is a little bit reminiscent of what Amazon did with their Fire TV. Is you hold this down, you can give voice commands, and Google's, you know, legendary searching service will take over and find you different movies to watch and different things like that. So really cool remote. It feels really light. It doesn't have batteries in it yet, of course, but batteries don't weigh that much either. So here you see Nexus. Very cool to see a Nexus, you know, streaming device. On the back, we do see the words Asus. They are the manufacturer. I love Asus too. Let's see, how does this come off? I don't want to break this, but yeah, well, if you break it, we break it. Let's see. I don't know which side pushes off. I think it's this part. Or no, is it the other one? Well, we'll have to look at directions. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Let's look at that. So let's see what else is in the box. Now this part, this whole thing comes up. It's a weird box, man. Wow, this is ponderous, man. This is a weird box. So inside is the charger. All right, so there's the charger. We see Asus. It is not a micro USB charger. It is a, you know, kind of like it's kind of a dumb wall port, I guess you could say almost. Let's see. Inside, there's also just a little business card that says to go to g.co/NexusPlayerInfo for safety and warranty information. Also in the box, I saw with 2 AA batteries. This box is so weird. Like, I don't know how they expect you to get your hands in here, but... And please, if anybody else gets... I'm ripping the box now. If anyone else gets the Nexus Player, and they can leave a comment in the video about maybe I'm misunderstanding something, but... Oh, does that push down? I don't know, man. That box, that's a weirdly designed box. Anyway, though, the box isn't important. What's inside is, oh, Toshiba batteries. So we have the batteries, and we have the remote. So let's put the box to the side now that it's empty, and look at the actual Nexus player. So I was going to say earlier, well, let's take off this piece of plastic so I don't shine so much off of it. There we go. Oh, there's a ring of plastic around it too. Let's peel that off. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, oh. Ooh. Okay. Bye-bye to that plastic. I actually have heard Google refer to it as like a hockey puck, and that's very reminiscent of what it looks like. It's circular, and it is black in color like a hockey puck. On the back here, we can see 3 ports. So we have the HDMI port, we have the power port, and we also have this micro USB port, which at first I thought was power when I saw it, but according to Google, it's a dev port, like a developer's port, which I find interesting. I'm guessing maybe you can hook up a USB OTG cable and maybe link up, I don't know, an external hard drive or a flash drive and add some things to that. Of course, I expect this to be a very hacker-friendly device. There should be probably all kinds of cool things like, let's see, I'm trying to think. There might even be ROMs for this thing. There might be different hacks and root access and all kinds of cool stuff. So I'm excited for that. Okay. And, well, here we go. So let's see. We have the Nexus player, we have the remote, and we have the batteries. It does not come with an HDMI cable, which I understand. Everyone probably has like 100 HDMI cables now, so totally understandable not to include it in the box. The price, I believe, is supposed to be around $99, so that's, pretty inexpensive, and that's understandable not to include an HDMI port, just HDMI cable rather, just because I bet we all have 10 of them at home. But all right, so anyway, there we go. Nexus player, remote, batteries, little Nexus guy there, and that's all you need, right? There's no more. Oh no, there's not. Whoa. The gamepad for Nexus players. This is the Nexus game controller. Now, this I'm extremely excited about because I love gaming, but I don't want to spend $500 on a console. I've already bought Android games for $1 here or there. Like one of my favorites is Granny Smith. We've probably all played it to death, but it's a fun game. And it's fun to play on the phone, but imagine actually controlling with the controller, how much better you would be, how much more immersive it would be. So here we have is the gamepad for Nexus player. So I'm going to go ahead and pull off the box. The box itself is pretty much empty. We're seeing a trend here. So also inside is another white box. Ooh. I'm going to fold these up. This box I understand so far. And there's the gamepad. Is there anything else in here? Okay. 2 AA batteries this time. And I'm pretty sure the rest is empty, but I'm still going to pull this out to make sure. Yep, nothing else in the box. So we have a pair of AAA batteries. Now we have a pair of AA batteries for the game controller. And this is the infamous game controller, the Nexus game controller, made by Asus. I'm going to peel off this plastic here. Ooh. Ooh. It feels very good. It's like it's as good as you would expect as like an Xbox One or a PS4. It's that good of quality. There's more plastic on the top here, on the thumb buttons. Thumb buttons, rather, the top buttons. So we have Android, home and back, and we have power, I guess, to power off the console. I'm calling it a console already. It kind of is. I mean, it kind of is Google's game console. So we have its console/media box, the Nexus player, D-pad, and we have 2 analog sticks, which both do click in. A and B button, Y and X. Let's see, push this in. So that's easy to do. Okay, so the 2 batteries go in there. I like this design because I foresee someone coming up with a rechargeable game pack or something like that. That's cool. Just snap that back in. Very, very cool. I'm very impressed with this game controller. I look forward to throwing Granny Smith off some cliffs using this controller. I think that it's an incredible value for a family. Again, it's very reminiscent of Amazon's solution with their Fire TV. They also have a game controller for the Fire TV, which is great. And of course, you can play games with this too. So like, let's say it's a family game, like a trivia game, pass and play. You pass this controller around. Exactly like Amazon's Fire TV. The difference, of course, the big difference is this has access to the Play Store, whereas the Fire TV only to Amazon Store. There's benefits and pluses to both, but I think right now everyone would agree that the pluses weigh more heavily in the Google Play Store. There's more selection. And quite frankly, if you've been living the Google lifestyle, you've been living, in the Google Play Store, and you've bought, let's say you bought 100 games, you now have a game console here that essentially can play all of your 100 games. But forget about even just gaming. But I mean, you can use this with Netflix. You can use this with Google's Play Movie service and Play Music. The API, according to Google, is open so that any video supplier, streaming video supplier, can link to it. So when you search, let's say I search for, I don't know, Tom Hanks, right? And Google search will find Tom Hanks, but it won't just search its own, Google Play Movies. It'll search Netflix. It'll search anything that is connected to your player, and it's wide open. So any company can link their video service to this. So it's very open. And I feel that we will see a lot of hacks for this as well. I think the modding and hacking community is really going to love playing with this, and I'm really curious to see where that micro USB port on the back takes us. So we're going to see, flash drives hooked up when we're playing MKV videos and all kinds of cool stuff. So very, very cool. I think Google has hit a home run with this. It's priced right. The controller feels great. And quite frankly, I'm guessing the controller is Bluetooth. I wonder if you can hook this to like a PC, even like with Windows. It's a really great controller and has a lot of different buttons. So if you wanted to play like Windows games and or a Mac or in Linux, you could probably link this up by Bluetooth. And I think it's a great controller. Maybe we'll even see this controller being sold for people without the Nexus player, just wanting this controller as a Bluetooth controller because it feels that good. It's built that good. Very, very cool. So, Brian Fagioli with Beta News, looking at the new Nexus player and the associated game pad for Nexus player. So, thank you so much for watching, and look out for a review on betanews.com. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.